Hi guys, it's the know-it-all Disney fan here. Welcome to another TV review of Disney. Today we'll be looking at Wander Over Yonder, and I was originally going to skip this show, even with Gravity Falls. Don't wait, that's coming soon. But Gravity Falls and Wander Over Yonder are like one of the biggest shows on Disney, and I just think it would be a shame for me to skip them. So here I am reviewing it right now. So let's get started. So, Wander Over Yonder, if you don't know, was created by a popular cartoonist named Craig McCracken. He created shows on Cartoon Network like the Powerpuff Girls and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. After those two shows on Cartoon Network, he left to Disney to make Wander Over Yonder, and when the first episode of Wander came out, the greatest, I just immediately fell in love with this show. Right when the show just started, I just burst out into laughter. It was already becoming one of my favorite shows on Disney. It was just so funny and charming. And also, Wander Over Yonder does these titles at the beginning of the episode to tell you what the episode is called. I don't know why I just needed to point that out. In my opinion, I just find it pretty clever for the show to do that. Now let's talk about one of the characters of the show, Wander. Sure, he can be kind of annoying times to times, but besides that, he's a likable character. He goes around the galaxy helping people with his pal Sylvia, using his magical hat that gives him what he needs and not gives him what he wants. Wander is actually my favorite character of the show. Instead of doing stuff violently, he does stuff peacefully in his silly, old goofy way, and that's what I like about Wander. He wants to see the good in villains, no matter how evil or mean they might be. Wander is a likable character. Anyway, let's talk about Sylvia. She's Wander's best friend, but mostly the tough, rough, violent kind of person. But she still has a soft heart and helps Wander helping people around the galaxy. She and Wander have a great best friend relationship. Who knows where these characters might be without each other? I'm not joking. Have you seen the trouble they have gone with each other? And now let's talk about Lord Hater. And no, I'm not going to call him the villain of the show because right when you progress through the show, Hater's kind of a little dork. Anyway, Hater is still a funny character, no doubt about that. He's super hilarious as well. He used to conquer all planets in the galaxy and used to be the greatest villain until he met Wander, and Wander kind of screwed up all his plans to conquer the whole universe. Now, Hater's goal for the show is to destroy Wander, but Wander is more faster, smarter, and surprisingly more stronger than Lord Hater. Hater might have his own episodes without Wander and Sylvia, and they can still stand out to be amazing as well. He also has a rockin' theme song. Okay, the theme song that I'm playing in the background is made by this Wander Over Yonder fan who combined all the parts where they played Hater's song. Anyway, let's talk about Peepers. Or Commander Peepers, whatever you want to call him. Anyway, Commander Peepers is the sidekick of Lord Hater and commander of the whole Watchdog army. Commander Peepers is a likable person as well. Instead of getting off task like Lord Hater, Peepers mostly thinks of the plans and helps Hater get on task. But Hater never stays on task. Anyway, Commander Peepers does kind of get angry a lot. I think that's where I mostly remember him at the show. He does get kind of angry, and it's super funny when he gets angry as well. Anyway, I want to point something out. Have you noticed, hear me out, that Commander Peepers kind of sounds like SpongeBob? I do know they're both voiced by Tom Kennedy, but when you combine some voices of Tom Kennedy, you're not able to hear the two, but for Commander Peepers, you can kind of hear a little bit of SpongeBob. Just listen.
Living at my house driving me crazy, and you're not gonna hire him back all because of a stupid dime! I'm busy! What's your fault? Gotta go to the next...
So I don't know if you're able to hear people sound like SpongeBob, but if you just listen to those two clips really closely, you might be able to hear it. I don't know, it might just be me. Anyway, let's move on to our next character, the show Lord Dominator. And before I talk about her, there's gonna be some spoilers, so for those that haven't seen the full show Wander Over Yonder, leave the video, okay? Dominator is apparently the real villain of the show, who has a scary ship that kind of looks like the Star Destroyer with Zerg's face on it. Am I the only one that noticed that? Come on, I cannot be the only one that noticed that. So Dominator is this threatening villain of the show, and as all threatening villains go, she's pretty threatening. Instead of conquering planets, she destroys them with a giant drill, like an evil woman she is. Dominator is pretty a serious bad guy, and you can tell that she means business. Get it? Means like she's mean, well, she doesn't own a business, well, she is mean. Okay. Anyway, why would the part where Hater falls in love in Dominator? That is hilarious. Whoever writer solved that is genius. It's just so funny. Like, it brings up new episodes like the new toy and the cartoon where Hater tries to make Dominator fall in love with him, but it never works. It's really hilarious and funny as well. But soon Hater then realizes that Dominator does mean business and she's not going to fall in love with him. And then we get the serious Hater back, but I will talk about that later. So, that's all I gotta say about Dominator. She's a serious threat villain and has a catchy song. Oh yeah, the songs. What do I think of the songs? Well...
Oh, there's a place you can do whatever you want to. Just take a step inside your mind.
They're catchy, they have a great rhythm to it, great lyrics, great instruments, and they fit in the show perfectly. Each song has amazing lyrics in it, and they're super catchy as well. I love these songs of Wander Over Yonder, and they feel like they were written by real Disney songwriters. Each song fits in the show perfectly, and I bet a lot of people do enjoy the songs as well. Heck, they even do a whole musical. So, yeah, the songs are pretty great about Wander Over Yonder. One of many things great about the show. Now let's talk about the end of a few episodes of Season 2 of Wander Over Yonder. But I do have mixed thoughts about this. Like, first there's an episode where the story matters, and then there's an episode where the story doesn't matter. Like, let's see. Oh yeah, like the Bad Neighbors, which I love, by the way, don't get me wrong, but it did feel like it didn't have any connection to the story. Sure, there were some parts, but that was it. But then you get episodes like the Heebie-Jeebies, which has a major character development. And then you get episodes like the Sky Guy and the Sick Day.
Don't destroy the universe! I'm here! I'm righteous!
And then you get a story that does matter, like The Flower, which is, pretty emotional to see Wander cry. Sorry, getting too emotional like that. What I'm saying is, the pacing wasn't really that good in Wander Over Yonder at the end of Season 2. Anyway, those are just a few complaints about that. And now, let's talk about the Wander Over Yonder Season 2 finale, the end of the galaxy. And before I talk about it, there's this person on YouTube who made this awesome fanfic trailer of the end of the galaxy. You gotta check it, it's pretty amazing. I'll leave it in the description below. So for a quick thought about the end of the galaxy of Wander Over Yonder, it was great, it was pretty alright. So it wasn't the proper final episode of Wander Over Yonder because it got cancelled. It was just a, sweet Season 2 finale. Not the best Wander Over Yonder episode, but it was pretty alright, it was decent. But having noticed some stuff seems pretty familiar to the Gravity Falls final episode, let me explain. So all Season 1 and Season 2 characters team up with the main characters to fight the main villain of the show in an awesome battle. But after the battle, then the hero dies, and then after the hero dies, everybody cries, and then suddenly the hero's alive somehow in a weird plot hole reason. So you guys see what I mean, how it's kind of similar to the Gravity Falls finale. But besides that, it was still a good episode. And what was my reaction when I heard that Disney canceled Wander Over Yonder because they thought that 80 episodes was enough? What kind of reason is that? Anyway, I couldn't believe it till Craig said it on Twitter, and I was shocked. He did say he has an idea for a new show in development. It hasn't been greenlit by Disney, but it's still in development. But he's always ready if Disney does change their mind. Anyway, there is a petition on change.org. I signed it, and I think you should sign it if you want Disney to bring back Wonder Over Yonder. And hey, send some fan art and letters to Disney that you want the show to come back. Anyway guys, that's gonna be my review of Wonder Over Yonder. So yeah, this show is really great, has great animation, great cast of characters, fun and funny as well. So that's gonna be my review, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And remember, it never hurts to help.